Good day, Math Kagaling students! I am here, Teacher Jam, for another fun learning activities in Mathematics 7. Before we start, I want you to bring out your pen, your paper, and be attentive in our activities. At the end of this video, you must be able to solve linear inequalities. Graph the linear inequality on a number line, and lastly is to write the answer to a linear inequality using interval notation. Do you know the game Tug of War? Tug of War is a sport that pits two teams against each other in a test of strength. Teams on the opposite ends of a rope, with the goal being to bring the rope to a certain distance in one direction against the force of the opposing team's pull. Let us now have a short game. Using the inequality symbols greater than or less than, make the following statements true and identify who will win the game. Is it Team A or Team B? Are you now ready?
Yes!
Let's start. Which symbol is appropriate? Correct. It's less than. 30 is less than 38. Therefore, Team B wins. Which symbol is appropriate? Correct. It's greater than. 12 is greater than 8. Therefore, Team A wins. Which symbol is appropriate? Correct. It's greater than. 10 is greater than negative 8. Therefore, Team A wins the game. How about this one? Correct. We will use less than. Negative 3 is less than negative 2. Therefore, Team B wins. It looks like you are now ready for our new lesson. Solving linear inequalities in one variable. A linear inequality is a mathematical statement that relates a linear expression as either less than or greater than another. The solution to a linear inequality is a number that will produce a true statement when substituted for the variable. How to solve inequalities in math? Follow the steps to solve all types of inequalities. Step 1. First, write the inequality in an equation. Step 2. Solve the given equation for one or more values. Step 3. Now, represent all the values obtained in a number line. Fourth, use an open circles to represent the excluded values on the number line. Step 5. Find the interval. Always remember that the graph of a linear inequality in one variable is a number line. Use an open circle for less than and greater than, and a closed circle for greater than or equal and less than or equal. We have here the example, x is greater than negative 3. So first, we need to locate negative 3. After locating negative 3, we will now decide if we will use open circle or a closed circle. Since the symbol used is greater than, we will use the open circle. After such, we will decide if we will go to the left or go to the right. Since the given symbol is greater than and all the values greater than negative 3 are located to the right, we will go farther to the right. Next one, we have x is less than or equal to 0. First, we need to locate 0. Then, we will decide if we will use an open circle or closed circle. Since the symbol used is less than or equal, we will use a closed
circle. Next, we will decide if we will go to the left or go to the right. Since the symbol used is less than or equal, we will go to the left. Another one is the interval notation. Interval notation is a way to notate the range of values that would make an inequality true. There are two types of intervals, the open and a closed interval. An open interval does not include where your variable is equal to the endpoint. The interval notation for open intervals are as follows. For x is greater than a, we will use an open parenthesis, the value of a, comma, and positive infinity, then followed by a closed parenthesis. For x is less than a, we have open parenthesis, negative infinity, comma, the value of a, and close parentheses. Note that in the interval notations, you will see the symbol infinity. Positive infinity means it goes on and on indefinitely to the right of the number line. There is no endpoint to the right. For negative infinity, it means it goes on and on indefinitely to the left of the number line. Therefore, there is no endpoint to the left. A closed interval includes where your variable is equal to the endpoint. So we have here the interval notation for closed intervals. For x is greater than or equal to a, we will use the same boxed end, or sometimes it is called the bracket. Open bracket a, comma, and positive infinity, then followed by the close parentheses. For x is less than or equal to a, we will use an open parenthesis, negative infinity, comma, the value of a, and a closed bracket. We have here the example x is less than or equal to 0. We will use the open parenthesis, negative infinity, comma, 0, and closed bracket. I can see that you are now ready in solving the linear inequalities in one variable. So let's start. Let's solve x plus 2 is greater than 5. Our first step is to write the inequality as an equation. Linear equations, we will transpose positive 2. So therefore, we have now x is greater than 5 minus 2. Simplifying, we have x is greater than 5 minus 2 is 3. So x is greater than 3. We will graph the given inequality. First, we need to locate 3 from our number line, and then we will decide if we will use a closed circle or an open circle. In this example, we will use an open circle since greater than is used, and then all the values greater than x are the values going to the right. For the interval, we have 3 and positive infinity. To check, for example, we will use for value of x is equal to 4. We need to substitute 4 to x. So we have 4 plus 2 is greater than 5. 6 is greater than 5. Is it true or false? Therefore, 4 is one of our solution. Next, we have x is equal to 6. We will substitute to x plus 2 is greater than 5. Therefore, we have 6 plus 2 is greater than 5. 6 plus 2 is 8. Therefore, we have 8 is greater than 5. Is the statement true or false? Very good. It's true. Example number 2. we have x minus 3 is less than negative 5. So again, we will go back to our step 1. We need to write the inequality as an equation. After that, we will solve x. We will transpose negative 3 to the right side. So we have x is less than negative 5 plus 3. Negative 5 plus 3 is equal to negative 2. Therefore, we have x is less than negative 2. Again, we need to first locate on the number line where is negative 2. Since they use the symbol less than, negative 2 is excluded to our solution. Next one, we will decide if we will go to the left or to the right of the number line. Since the symbol used is less than, we will go to the left. Therefore, the interval notation for the solution of the given linear inequality is open parentheses, negative infinity, comma, negative 2, close parentheses. To check if our answer is correct, we will substitute negative 1. So we have negative 1 minus 3 is less than negative 5. Negative 1 minus 3 equals negative 4. So negative 4, therefore, negative 4 is less than negative 5. Is that true or false? Very good. It's false. Next one, we will use negative 3 as the value of x. So substituting from our original inequality, we have negative 3 minus 3 is less than negative 5. Negative 6 is less than negative 5. Is it true or false? It's true. Therefore, our solution is correct. Next one, we have x plus 4 is less than or equal to 2. Again, we will solve this just like solving linear equation. We have x is greater than, we have x is less than 2 minus 4 after transposing positive 4 to the right. So 2 minus 4, we have x is less than or equal to negative 2. Okay, let us now graph on the number line. Since the symbol is less than or equal, we will go to the left. Therefore, the interval notation for our solution is open parentheses, negative infinity, comma, negative 2, and closed bracket. To check if our answer is correct, we will get any values from our number line.
It looks like you have learned a lot today. Thank you for watching.